but I wanted to get to know kind of the man behind Arbo's, where it came from, kind of the origin story, and then the whole deal. Because first off, thank you for your service. I know you're a proud veteran. You served our country, and you've just got a great story where you took a family idea and turned it into a brand. And man, and there's nothing better than that.
Oh, thanks, Malcolm. I don't think I would be here doing Arbo's if it wasn't for, my time in service. Just all the things I learned throughout that, but never did that exist in my 10-year, 20-year plan of, I'm going to start a cheese dip company when I get out.
How much cheese did you eat in the Army?
Oh, gosh. How much processed cheese did we eat? But, it was funny. Like, we would eat in the dining facilities wherever we were, and you see the box of meat, and it says, for military or prisoners.
Same food.
Same. So, no, this is, my dad's recipe, and that's where the name came from. Arbo, it's like I have two brothers. We're all called Arbo, right? And to me, it just stuck when the idea really came to light during COVID. And like I, told you earlier today, I was working corporate, and COVID happened, and was isolated, man, and working from home. And I just got to be around people. That's what energizes me. And there's more to that story that plays into this. But I'm like, well, I love cooking. I love food. And if there is a way that I could work in food with food, I'd be a happy person. And, several friends of mine were just like, man, you ought to try selling your dad's cheese dip. And a lot of people had told my dad, Charlie, we call him the cheese father, had told him along the way, get this stuff on grocery store shelves. And I just was like, I'm going to give this a shot. And once I brought it to my wife's attention, she was like, that's really cool. That's a neat idea. And then 2 weeks later, I bring it up again and tell her what all I've done. And she's like, you're not, I thought you were joking.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I'm known to start and stop things pretty quickly. But yeah, that's really, it just sprung from needing something more fulfilling and more purposeful. And what better way to bring a food product into the picture that is fulfilling to me? It honors my dad, who's still with us, of course, and I can bring people together and still continue serving in some way, right? Giving back to the community. And that's just been the foundation of all of it.
That's a great origin story. I mean, to be able to take an idea like that or something that your dad had and to put it on a shelf, man, that's cool.
Yeah. So is this a recipe you grew up with?
Yes. So it was always in our fridge. And even, I left home early. I went to a boarding school in Arkansas when I was 14. And so whenever I'd come home, it's like, I grew up with it, but whenever I'd come home, Dad knew to have a fresh batch, waiting for me, right? And I'd bring it back to boarding school. And then, college, I'd do the same thing. I'm always making it. And people were just like, this stuff is crack, it is so good. And you can't stop eating it. And still never a concept for later in life that I thought would come to light or come to fruition. So from that point of just making it for everyone, and then eventually, coming full circle, I'm like, Dad, remind me where you got this recipe, because I know you've always made it. He's like, well, your grandmother, your mom's mom, gave it to me, and I, tweaked it along the way and made some adjustments. But the beautiful thing about it was you can eat it cold, right?
Yeah.
This stuff is so good cold. You don't have to warm it up. You take out the fridge, dip a chip, and it's not going to break your chip. And something about eating it cold to me brings back so many memories. And so that whole, all right, this recipe, and you compare it to other cheese dips on the shelf today, I don't know of any right now that have a product that is so smooth when it's still cold, or even room temp. It's you have to heat it up.
Yeah.
Man, this stuff, you can heat it up if you want when you use it as a topping or sauce, but cold is the way to go.
Straight out the fridge.
Straight out the fridge.
Nobody has time to wait for it to get warm, and you want to just jump in and eat it.
Yes.
Yeah. Take it out. You want to get you some chips.
Yes.
Grab a straw.
Turn the game on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grab a straw.
Yeah.